Hi guys, Matt here for Boy Meets Film. We are back and we're kicking things off with an unboxing video of the Meike T2.2 25mm Cine lens for a Micro Four Thirds mount. We are back for Boy Meets Film. It's been a while. We moved and had a whole bunch of stuff happen, but we're excited to be back. We have some new products that we're going to be unboxing and new stuff we're going to be taking a look at and reviewing. First off, we're doing the Meike, the T2.2 25mm Micro Four Thirds Cine lens. And we're going to unbox this today and we'll kind of give some thoughts on the build quality and what I'm thinking with it in my hands. And then later on this week, we're going to release a video that has some more in-depth thoughts on it, a kind of review of the lens itself and how it functions as we shoot with it. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, let's talk about packaging. Meike was kind enough to send me this lens. They sent it directly from China, which is where they're based out of. And having said that, before I go any further, this is not a paid review. They're not paying me for this. This is my independent thoughts and what I actually think about this. This is not, I'm not just saying good things about this lens or any product. I don't do that on this channel. I will review and independently decide what I think of things. So that is my disclaimer. These are my thoughts alone. But okay, let's jump into the packaging. So the box itself is a pretty standard white box, but it's got some cool design on the outside of it. I know that sounds weird, but it is pretty cool to have like the pattern. It's almost like a digital pattern on the outside. On the box, it does say for APS-C camera. This is a Micro Four Thirds mount, not for APS-C, but that's not a big deal. It's just printing on the box. It does say Micro Four Thirds and a sticker on the side. So let's go ahead and open it up and we will see. They did mention to me that this one is a little bit different than the one that they had recently been selling on Amazon, which is where you can buy this lens. It looks slightly different and they've made some updates to it. So let's go ahead and open this up. So let's see, we got a little bit of foam here on the top. Take that out. So it's packaged well so that it won't move around. Let's see what we got here. So we've got a little lens bag here. Solid quality. It's got nothing inside, but it's pretty heavy duty. The last lens bag that I got was from, I think Sigma. One of my lenses came with a lens bag and it was very flimsy. I don't use it, but this one's pretty high quality fabric, heavy duty. I don't use lens bags, but if you're going to use it, you get a lens bag. You also get, oh, look at that, microfiber cloth for cleaning the lens. And a little bag here. Let's see how big it is. Oh, there we go. So yeah, there's your microfiber cloth. Most digital products that I buy nowadays come with one of those, so I have 1,000 of them. It's always good to have that. So it does come with microfiber cloth. You've got the product guarantee card here with the warranty and guarantee information there. So that does come with that. And here is the lens here. Before we open that up, let me make sure there's nothing else in here. Nothing else in there. So you've got some foam and a little box here. Let me clean all this stuff up so that it's not just sitting there. All right, so let's take a look at the lens. It's hefty. Like, I mean, it's in the plastic bag and it is heavy. Let's pull this out really quick and just take a look at it. So it looks like a cinema lens. It's got the built-in gears for both your focus, which they feel they're very tight, not in a bad way, but it's got a good stiffness to it. I think that some of the lenses that I've used in the past that are cinema lenses, like from, not the high quality ones, but you've got like from Rokinon. My Rokinon lens it kind of moves a little too easy. Don't get me wrong, I love my Rokinon lenses, the primes that I have. They're just the standard cinema primes, but especially the focus wheel can be a little finicky, and the manual aperture wheel can be a little bit finicky. These ones are not finicky, but they can just be a little bit easier than I would like to turn. This ones have a nice stiffness to it, so you'll get a really smooth, just turn it with my hand, I can get a really smooth aperture pull here. So you can really adjust the aperture, and it seems to adjust fairly well. It does go to T2.2, you can see on here, ranges from 22 to T2.2. And then the focus ring, nice smooth motion. It does have that red design, kind of in the vein of cinema or the Canon L glass, which it's just a cool little thing there, I guess. The cap here, It's got a good cap on it, Micro Four Thirds mount, open and lock. Definitely a Micro Four Thirds mount lens. Let me take the lens cap off here. See, look at that, you can see that. Multi-coated T2.2 25mm cinema lens. Mikey. It's a good size lens. It's not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but for a Micro Four Thirds lens, it's a good size. Let me put these caps back on. It is hefty. Like, I'm surprised at the heft that this thing has to it. My Rokinon lenses, oh, speaking of heft, that's why it's so heavy, full metal body. I mean, you can hear that. My Rokinon lenses are plastic housings, and I love them, but they're light. I feel like I'm gonna drop it, and it'll break if I drop it on the ground. This here, I feel like I could drop onto a concrete floor, and it may dent it or damage it a little bit, but it's not gonna break the housing. So it's got a full metal body. It's got some good heft to it. The gears are plastic, which is fine. Yeah, the gears are definitely plastic, but that's okay. I don't plan on taking any kind of hammer into the gears, but it is nice to have some heft to it. The body feels really solid. I like that in the lens. I like when the body feels solid because it feels like I'm not gonna break it, and it just feels like quality. Honestly, for the price, which was $300 or just over $300, I think it was $300.99 US dollars, you can't beat the build quality. I'm very surprised. This would hold up next to my Rokinon no problem, and I paid more for my Rokinon lens that I'm currently shooting on right now. I'm actually shooting on a Rokinon Prime Cine lens right now, and I paid more for that one than this one is. And the build quality of this one is blowing me away. I mean, full metal body for $300. It'll all come down to the glass and how it shoots. But so far, I'm very impressed with the build quality. So like I said, you're getting the lens, you're getting the lens bag, which we'll just drop that down in there to make sure that it's actually the right size, which it is. It's just really tight. There we go. So you got the lens bag, you can cinch it shut like that. There isn't any kind of like a plastic piece to keep it cinched shut, but it does fit in there pretty well. It does come with a microfiber cloth and then various packaging materials, but I think that it's a great build quality so far. My first impressions are highly impressed with the quality of the build and the look of the lens, and both the rings are really seem to really function well. We'll get out in the field this week and test it out and see exactly how good it is, and we'll have a video later this week showing our thoughts and impressions on the lens itself and how it shoots. So there you have it. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Boy Meets Film. Come back later this week where we will review more in depth the Mikey 25mm T2.2 Cine lens. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notifications, and we will see you next time.